So with 67 days out till the 4x4 Expo here in Christchurch, which this is going to be at, I've decided I'm going to start daily vlogging every day up until then, and then I'll probably daily vlog, well, like video the 2 days I'm at the show and sort of packing up and getting this thing back home. Well, back to this workshop, should I say. So the goal is to work on it every single night, video working on it every single night, and then post it the next day. So I don't have to post it in the mornings or in the afternoons. I'll probably post in the afternoons just because it's probably better viewing times, but let me know what you reckon and I might try both and see what happens. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and if that works, you're gonna see me continuously for 67 days. If it doesn't work and if it all flops, I might do it for 2 weeks and then I'll go back to my sort of like weekly sort of style uploads, but just more consistently than what I was, because obviously you guys haven't seen me for like 3 months properly, and I've been real slack. Well, I haven't been slack, I've just been very busy with other stuff. But this needs to be done. But you guys probably don't care about that, and you're here for this. Okay, so I got the wheel back on, and I am starting to do this area here. I made this cardboard template. It's not sitting in there very good at the moment, but it's a rough sort of design of what I'm thinking. So I'm going to cut this into steel and see what it looks like. So I'm thinking to go straight there and then make this a straight line and then fold it on an angle. But I'm going to make it a steel and kind of see how that's going to work. Not sure yet. It may not work. So I took it over to my workbench. I put it on, traced it out, so now I'm going to cut it. So we're just sitting inside the 80 here, and you'll see I've done this. I decided to curve it around there. I'll show you that once I sort of do a bit further. But this is nicely cut to there, and this is also nicely cut. And you'll see here, all the way around, how there's a step all the way around here. So I've got a bead roller now, which I didn't have when I made this. So I'm going to bead roll this part here, which will make it step out and be very factory, and it'll also make it stronger. So we'll go do that. Okay, so basically what I want to do, which way do I want to step it? I want to step it out, so I need to put it and like that. So that's perfect. So once this is sort of done right too, which is, it's not really sitting how it should, but that goes to the edge of there, so I'm going to plug weld that onto there, and then that will continue down all the way through. So that should look really good. And the reason I put these seats in was just because I wanted to see sort of how everything goes around here also, because they're very big seats. So it probably looks really rough, but I cut this, and got rid of the foam on the very corner. And I'm gonna sort of make a plate that goes like around here, and then I can make my own hinge that bolts to the bottom half, because of course this all goes on and zips up. So I cut the corner off to go in here, rather than cut this for the seats to go out, which is what I did the first time. But that's fine, I can make this and join it all up in way better and make my own hinge and all that stuff, and then probably make it so it bolts to the rear wall. Just like majority of the utes out there, because these were 2 single seats with the, which is not there, you know, the lever that goes up and makes them go back and forth and everything like that, and that was very bulky. And I've actually welded these together, so which is all old episodes. I did these seats to make it so it's still a 5-seater. But now that I know that that's going to work and I can make this part later on, I'm going to continue with this and do the same thing on the other side, because I was low-key worried that it may not fit, but this is very hard to see. But you can see that's the piece I cut, and that's the wheel tub. So it'll sit real nicely. And it looks a lot better. I'm probably gonna carpet this piece or just vinyl wrap it or something like that. Whatever I put on the sides here and on the back wall, I'll do this too. But that's definitely a few videos time. So I'm gonna take these out, put them back on the shelf and carry on with the metal work because I don't want to get sparks or welding or anything on these seats. Okay, so this panel here, this one here used to be the shape of that, because all I've done is just cut a line down there and then separated it, pushed it out, and then put a tack on there. So that's what I'm wanting it to curve out like that. I'm going to change this so it's not quite as sharp, and then remake this piece here so it sort of like goes like that somehow, and cut across here and just make that whole new piece, because that's got heaps of holes in it anyway, where I plug welded it off this panel when it was in the Hilux. Just remember, this is a Hilux rear wall, so everything is wider in the Land Cruiser by like, I think 25 mil almost each side. It's like 24 mil each side wider, which overall is what, like 50 mil or plus 50 mil plus. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna carry on and cut this and make this a wee bit tidier, and then make this in a trim here, and I'll show you guys that soon. So that's what it used to be. Bunch of holes. It's meant to have holes, but not quite that many. So that's kind of scrap anyway, and wouldn't have been nice to deal with. So if I jam this in there, like so, it's gonna let me. I'm gonna cut it. Alright, so I'll cut this here. I do everything with cardboard. It's just so much easier. Like I can cut this with scissors right here and change it, and then if I make a mistake, it doesn't matter, because it's like, you know, cardboard's cheap, steel's not cheap. Okay, so I'm thinking, but it's definitely going to be that shape, and then we'll, yeah, and just like that, I think is going to look good. So I'm going to make that out of steel and then basically weld it in. Alright, so now that I've got that sort of sanded up, it's not perfect yet, but it's perfect enough to try back in the car and call it a night, I think. I could be working on it for another hour or so, and it's already 11 past 10, and I've still got to edit this video. Because I promised you guys I was doing daily vlogs. And maybe I'm already regretting that, but that's fine. Okay, so I've drawn, like, I'm gonna cut this and stuff, but I'll probably worry about that tomorrow. But it's looking pretty good. So once all that's sort of tidied up and stuff, I think it's gonna look really good. And you probably didn't notice, or you're probably wondering what the heck have I done here. So basically I just got a grey spray can, a red spray can, and a white spray can, and I just did this. I'm just gonna pull this tape off with the tape and then did it, because I'm thinking about doing the old school retro Toyota sort of stuff. So one of my mates has got a 76 series and he brought the retro stickers for it, which is like orange, yellow and red. And I think it looks really cool, but I don't like the orange or the yellow. So I'm thinking about doing the same thing, but with white, red, and gray across the whole tray, because this lines up real perfectly with that. And then black truck and red underbody, well, red suspension. Just an idea at the moment, but I wanted to see what it looks like, and it would probably tie all my colors in together quite nicely and give it a unique, cool look. Accentuate the fact that it's very wide body, so that's kind of what I like about it, because it's very hard to see on camera, but in person you can see how the stripes go around. So guys, let me know, is a striper vibe, like white, red, and then grey, or charcoal, or something like that? Gloss black car, red arms all underneath, like all these control arms are all red. The rims may stay white, or they'll go black, don't really know yet. I feel like the black makes the whole wheel look bigger, and the white looks, I don't know. But yeah, let me know, what do you guys reckon? Yeah, of course I get the inspiration from these. And there's a couple of different colours, but I'm not a big fan of the colourful colours.